किसी लड़की पे हाथ लगा के तो देख, तुझे इतना मारूंगी कि तेरी त्वचा से तेरी उम्र का पता नहीं चलेगा.
Hi guys, this is Durga Chakravarti for INS TV. Today we have Bollywood's very own Mardaani, Rani Mukerji, talking about her upcoming film Mardaani 2. Hi Rani.
Hi.
So
I love the swans on your top. It reminds me of my daughter's top.
Thank you. So you're competing with your own film Mardaani, which did very well, and now Mardaani 2, which will obviously be very well received by the audience because the trailer, we wanted to see more of it. Right. So how does it feel? Are you nervous? Are you jittery because you're competing with your own film?
No, I would not say I'm nervous and jittery, but I would definitely say that I'm very anxious because I want to know what the audiences think of this film, because it's a film which is something which is very, very relevant in today's times.
Yeah.
It is a story that is resonating today where everybody is angry. Everybody has that frustration as to how things are moving around, that there are certain antisocial elements in our society that are creating a bad name for our country. So I think somewhere there is a disbelief that these kind of demonic events can happen, and such is the story of our film. It also touches upon the topic of juvenile criminals. So I think the film, whether it is received well or not received well, but at least there's going to be a conversation that is going to start revolving these crimes and revolving what needs to happen to the criminals who are committing this kind of horrendous crime.
Also, you know, from Mardaani to Mardaani 2, how has Shivani Shivaji Roy evolved?
I think Shivani has given a IPS exam, and now she's in Superintendent of Police. So though she's the same character, but she's definitely different, because the way she would tackle her work as a crime branch officer, she's completely different as a Superintendent of Police. So there is a certain change in her, which you'll see when you see the film. But her emotions, her basic character is the same. She's fearless, she is a no-nonsense cop, and she will do anything to get to the justice of the thing.
Also, you overcame hydrophobia. So could you just walk me through that?
You being a Bengali, you will understand how hyper our mothers are. So I think in childhood, my mum got really scared because she saw me in one of my swimming classes, and I was apparently about to drown, and I was saved. And then after that, she had this fear. She never let me go into the water. And because of that, I never learned how to swim. And then with time, I just got more and more anxious in water. So when the script came up and when the talk of the underwater sequence came up, and I told my director, I said, my dear, you've written a fabulous script and I would love to do it, but there's only one bone of contention: I don't know how to swim. So how am I going to go ahead with the underwater sequence? And he said, Rani, it's a very integral part of the script. I would like you to do it. Can you please get this organized? And I said, okay. And then I finally had to undergo training. And through this film, I'm just so proud to say that I've overcome my fear of water.
Also, ma'am, it's often said that, you know, cinema is the reflection of the society, and that's what you're showing in your film. But then there are certain people, certain section of society who often actually blame cinema for crime. So what do you have to say to that?
I think it is an ongoing debate that will keep happening, because at the end of the day, cinema is an entertainment medium. And sometimes, because of the medium being so powerful, it is normal for people to think that it can make an impression, it can inspire youth. At the same time, it can also do the negative. So there is a catch-22 situation in that. But obviously, people should understand that at the end of the day, it's a film, and certain things is not in the hands with how a person perceives a film. Like, you could be making a comedy and actually people are horrified by it. So it's just the way how people perceive a particular film or a character or a story, and what they feel is derogatory or what they feel inspires them. I have in my career tried to do films where I have tried to portray strong women characters always, because somewhere I felt that even if I can make a small impact or inspire women in a positive way, it's great.
Also, ma'am, the topic of juvenile rapes or women's safety is a topic which is a burning topic currently in the country,
Yes.
right? Be it the Hyderabad case which just happened or the Unnao case which just took place. Another girl was raped and burnt alive. So, ma'am, would you say that India, like other voices, would you join the other voices who say that India is no more a safe country for women?
You know, I would like to believe that I live in a country which allows us to talk and discuss these crimes as well. There are so many countries where crimes are kind of, covered up.
Yeah.
Today we are in a country where we can, with our voices, we can stand against things, we can talk against things that we don't approve of. So I would like to say that for few antisocial elements, we cannot blame a country of 50
Absolutely.
crore people,
Yeah.
or 50,000 crore people, because I feel that there are so many men who are good in our country. There are so many women who are good in our country. So just by few examples, you cannot say every country is facing this.
Yeah.
But yes, what we need to do is, as a country, as a community, we should sit together and understand and analyze and tell the lawmakers or tell the people who make a difference in the law that please think about what's happening in our country. More and more crimes have increased.
Yeah.
So what do we need to do? Do we need to get stricter punishment? Do we need to get stricter laws? Do we need to fast track the cases in court? We need the justice to be served.
Yes.
If the justice is not served, obviously there will be an enrage in the people. Obviously there will be an rage in the public when they see that justice is not happening. What do you tell the parents of?
Yeah.
How do you calm her? How do you console her? She's lost a child.
Yeah.
The pain that they must be going through right now, how do you make that right? You cannot. So I think it's important that we need to find solutions to our answers. We need to find solutions as to how can we make a change in the society going forward. Should we implement self-defense in schools and colleges as a compulsory subject? Is that going to help? Is that going to help women feel empowered? Is that going to help boys who are learning self-defense with the girls to understand that we cannot take any chances with the girls because she will stand up for her own right? Because when girls and boys are growing up equally and they are growing up with the same kind of a education system, there will be equality. Are we talking about creating awareness in schools and colleges, having chats, telling people through shows, through internet where it's so strong that believe that you are strong? No woman is born weak. No woman is born with a belief. It is the belief system that is engraved in her upbringing. So we need to change that. We need to tell our boys that learn to respect women from earlier ages. We need to tell our fathers, if they're disrespecting our mothers in front of us, that needs to change. That doesn't become your life.
Yeah.
Just because one woman takes the disrespect does not mean that you are allowed to disrespect the others.
Yeah.
So a lot of conversations are there, things are there that need to start happening.
In the parliament, Jaya Bachchan ji actually went on to the extent to say that public lynching of rapists should be the final outcome. Do you support that?
I would say that everybody has their opinion on how justice needs to be served. If today you go and talk to parents, they will have point of view. I think it's important to talk to them and understand what are they saying, what are they wanting. Because they have lost their child, they have lost the most precious thing in their life. And we need to speak to them to understand how is it that we can make them feel, I don't know, just make them feel slightly better or have a closure in a way so that somewhere there is some goodness somewhere, that they can believe that there is a goodness somewhere, that there is justice somewhere.
But as a citizen and as what do you think we should do as a country to work towards women's safety?
I'm telling you, we need to be aware first of the problem. The more we are aware, the more we will understand that this can happen. So we'll be vigilant at all times. So we are not numb or shocked when we are posed with a threat. So we can take care of ourselves. Secondly, we need to learn some form of self-defense, some tricks. Today there are so many videos on social media that actually tell you so many tricks that you can do to be able to protect yourself. So I think the time has come where we need to understand that such crimes are not happening in places away from us. It can happen anywhere, and we need to be aware and we need to be ready to face and to protect ourselves.
Okay. Also, ma'am, you've just completed I think 25 years in the industry now.
23.
23, almost 25. So, ma'am, how has your journey been, and how have you evolved as an actor?
For me, I have always believed that my journey has been special because of the people I have worked with, because as an actor, I've always learned in my journey. And if you are a good learner, then there's no better place than the film industry, because you get to learn so much. So for me, it has been a very, very enriching experience, where from my first film where I played a rape victim, I'm playing cop in my very latest film after 23 years. So yeah, it feels very, very good to have played so many different characters, brought a smile on so many people's faces, and just I feel blessed when people say that they like me and they like my work.
Also, ma'am, before we sign out, ma'am, can we just have one dialogue from the film for our viewers?
तू किसी लड़की पे हाथ लगा के तो देख, तुझे इतना मारूंगी कि तेरी त्वचा से तेरी उम्र का पता नहीं चलेगा.
That was Rani Mukerji with us on INS TV. Thank you.